Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to Web of Lies. It's Maya and Firehawk and Jackwalk and Animistic and Kazuki, and I have not been here in a while, and I'm really excited. We have a few announcements before we get started. Tomorrow we're playing Dread, as we do every... well, there's not much I can do. Tomorrow we're going to be playing Dread. We're doing a vampire-themed Dread, and then Monday is Chosen Family, and I have no idea what's going on there because I haven't watched any episodes in a really long time. Tuesday is Something Wicked, who keeps on trying to steal our spot, and we told them no. And Wednesday we're probably going to be playing some more Jackbox. And the date for the drunken family cook-off showdown is October 5th. So be on the lookout. It's going to be super exciting and fun. And so thank you for hitting 150 followers. So watch out for what happens when we hit 200 because it'll probably be a lot of fun. I've missed you so much. I've been busy with school and work, but I'm really happy to be here. If everyone is good, without further ado, I think we will go into the recap. But I can't see myself. Or other people. That's weird. We're gonna try it again.
We're pros.
We're so good at this. Can they hear me? I'm echoing pretty bad.
There's a bad echo.
Hold on.
Is it better like this? Subs?
No, it's not.
Well, that's nice. I don't know how to get my face on here. And I don't know what's happening to other people's faces. That's so weird. What's going on? What's going on? It looks good over here. Firehawk. What else is going on in the world?
Well, Sub said that the echo sounds good. Like it's good now.
Well, that's exciting.
But half of us are still black.
Black.
Like,
I don't know
complete black screen.
Can you hear those of us who are black screen?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Why do I talk, guys? Why do I even say things? We all sound like we're in a long hallway, but it works. Well, I don't know. So on one screen, it looks fine. And on another screen, it does not look fine. Well, gang, what I think we should do is keep going. I'm gonna say the hell to with my face.
Can you put some photos of us instead?
That would
Maybe?
take me a few minutes, but I think we should just go with black screens and then at intermission.
We check it out.
We'll
Yeah.
Photoshop it in later.
We'll fix it in post.
I am really quickly going to text Brian. He's at Josh's Newsies. By the way, if you're in the Orlando area, our very own Josh is in a production of Newsies, and he's apparently really good. as well as one of our other cast members, who is playing Jack Kelly, which is the lead. So, anyways, until I get an answer from him, I think we should just get going, because I'm tired of not playing.
Let's
yeah.
do it.
When last we left our heroes, Carmen left.
What's going on?
Well, you're on stream. Say hi to everyone.
Hey, everybody on stream.
So I don't really know what's going on. But when I go to live, when I like transition to live, 3 of the 5 faces are just black.
Okay, but on the left-hand pane, are they there?
Yeah, on the left-hand pane they're there, and that's why I'm really confused.
Try hitting transition again.
I tried that, and then I tried like transitioning to technical difficulties.
Yeah, and the people are definitely there and moving. They're not moving.
They're there. Yeah, they're moving. They're grooving. Isn't this weird? And our audio is, I mean, not great, but.
I'm trying to think of what we can try here. You could try. It's going to cause you to kill the stream, but we can try closing and restarting OBS and checking the camera properties.
I will do that at intermission. I think we're just going to try to go for it with some black, with lights out.
I can check in at intermission because I'll try and watch from here and see what I can come up with.
All right, if you can figure it out.
I could also try to run home after intermission here.
Sure.
And take a look. But go ahead and go on the stream, and I'll pop in and check in a bit.
All right, love you.
Love you too. Have fun.
Bye.
Support small streams. We've got IT on the phone, ready to go.
It's not a web of lies. We have like a million technical difficulties. So really, this is just part of the course. That's okay. I'm super sunburned, so I'm kind of glad people can't see my face.
I guess we do need to now apologize for your face.
Yeah, because it's just not there. So I mean, that's. Sorry.
I would like to take this moment to officially apologize for Maya's face.
I accept your apology, Fire.
Oh. Alright, this is fun. I missed you so much. We have 9 views. Anyways, when we left our heroes, Carmen left and had an MMA fight that she brutally won and probably sent her opponent to the hospital because she has problems. And she also discovered her #1 fan, Becky, which in a surprise turn of events caused Carmen to go a little bit maternal and convinced her manager to let Becky train a little bit at their gym. Capital Beat, hosted by Mark, had Kenny on the show and surprised him with a visit from Reverend Lucas from the Churches Against Kenny, which is a very, very, very specific organization.
Yep.
After the interview, which went better than it could have gone, Carmen invited everyone to apologize and tell them that she has decided to give up drinking, which is a little bit odd for an Order of the Drunken Monk. But she has decided to change her ways, and she made a truce with Kenny specifically, but also everyone else. Then Max, a friend of Jonas's grandpa, called with the lead on the Auntie, which turned out to be a trap. And that was really fun. But they do know that the Auntie grabbed the prize that the boss will be really happy with. The gang all rushed back to Washington, D.C. because Kenny has a concert to do. And we go back in with Kenny waiting in the wings as a crowd of teenage girls and Richard Red chants his name. So, Kenny, do you have any pre-show ritual that you get into before you get started?
So all he really does is he just kind of says a quick little prayer to himself, thanking himself for his natural gifts, and just thanking his mom for dealing with him. And that's it.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything before the show gets started?
Finding earplugs, an exit strategy.
Where? Yeah, continue. Sorry.
I want to run patrols to see if I see something odd or anything that could lead us to Joe's or Yuan-Ti.
I fixed it. Okay, sorry. Hi, here's my face. Anyways, Mystic, anything Jonas is doing?
Yeah, kind of the same thing that Sarah is doing. Taking account of, entrances, exits, quick escape plans, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I'd actually like to. There was a large crowd of people out front, and there was a little bit of security out there. Yeah.
Yes.
Could I go out and help with that?
So you're going outside of this. You're going to nice. Okay. So you don't want to listen. You're going outside of the.
Outside is so much better.
Okay. Okay, got it. So where are Jonas and Sarah going to station themselves?
I don't know how what is the plan of the
The theater?
yeah.
What is the layout of the theater?
Okay. So it's not actually that large of a theater. It's kind of historic. So it's more the honor of getting to perform at this venue rather than selling a bunch of seats. So it's a big Presidio theater with the red curtains, kind of like what you expect. And then more like opera seats. Kenny normally kind of performs at outdoor amphitheater kind of venues, and so this is one of the the few kind of indoor concerts he's really ever done. So there's the rows of kind of the red velvet lined seats that go upwards, and then there's a little lobby area, and then there's outside on the street. It's kind of a big street where people are coming and going, but most of it's been roped off for this event.
Okay. No, Jonas would be probably stage left, backstage, just watching.
Okay.
How much time do we have until the actual concert? And have they started letting people in?
Yeah, so they've started letting people in about 15 minutes. His opener is going to come and perform. And then after that, that'll be about a 5-minute performance, and then he'll get to perform. So 20 minutes until Kenny takes the stage. Sarah, where are you? Did you say where you're standing?
Well, if Jonas is on the left, I'm gonna take the right side of the stage.
Okay, so you got one on the left, one on the right, and then one person. Are you in the lobby or are you outside, on the street?
Will I be able to hear him in the lobby?
It'll be muffled.
Street.
Okay. So Carmen's on the street, just badass.
Outside the front doors, just making sure nothing bad happens out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So I want everyone but Kenny to give me a perception check, just for kind of the whole performance.
be a total of 17 for Jonas.
17. Okay. Sarah.
I have a natural 20.
Okay. Carmen.
10.
That tracks. Okay. I missed you guys so much. I don't say it enough. But I miss my residents are, because before I really didn't have any of my streaming, but my residents are probably like, why is RFA like talking to no one? Like,
She's in there just talking.
talking and talking. Anyways, so Kenny, you're standing backstage, just getting ready. Any last minute things before you perform?
I just make sure that my disguise is as fresh as can be. It's on. I look good. I'm ready to go.
You look so good. You use your disguised self to kind of like embed the makeup into the disguise. It's one of your producer's favorite things about you because your makeup never needs freshening up. She never needs to like bring in a new makeup artist. It's always on point. They save so much money on hair and makeup people, and she can't figure it out, but it makes her so happy.
I forgot to say, last time we had a game.
Yeah.
I changed myself to look like a taller guy, like bodyguard type.
All right,
of
so you're
looking.
looking buff. Got
So
it.
yeah, I'm still looking like that. So
Okay. Got it. All right, so your opener finishes their song. They're a lesser known country band, but no one's really here to see them. They're all here to see Kenny Brown, the infamous and renowned. So the crowd starts cheering, chanting your name. The bodyguards haven't really let in anyone who is wearing a Churches Against Kenny shirt. They've been very careful to kind of turn people away, look like they're here for reasons. So this is several hundred people all just absolutely adore you. What are you doing as you go on stage?
I walk out. I have my guitar as always.
Mhm.
And as I kind of walk out, I just kind of raise my hands and just enjoy the applause, soak it all in, get to the center of the stage, and just kind of just wait for the applause and the hype to kind of die down a little bit. Let them get all their screaming, all their fainting, all that out of the way.
Yeah, screaming, faint, it takes them a few minutes. It actually takes them longer than normal. This performance has a bigger electricity than most of your other performances. It feels bigger and more grand. The lights turn green as they all swirl around to face you, doing laser effects. And after a few minutes, the crowd finally a little bit more quiet.
And then that's the part gets quiet. I start to speak. I'm like, thank you everyone for being here. Who's excited for an amazing concert tonight? And I truly can't thank all of you for being here. I know it's been a crazy ride to get here with everything that's happened, and all of you, every single last one of you, are truly my greatest fans.
Oh my God, Kenny! Woo!
And then I start to go into my first song,
Okay.
which is She Thinks My Tusks Are Sexy.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah.
So she thinks my tusks are sexy. It really turns her on. She's always staring at me as I'm singing along. She likes the way it's looking when I smile. She's even kind of crazy about my cowboy style. She's the only one who really understands what gets me. She thinks my tusks are sexy. And this entire song, he's just smiling along, kind of, showing off his teeth, even though his actual tusks aren't there. But it's just kind of for him, he's really proud of them, even though he can't show them. So he just has everyone just thinks he's talking about his teeth at this point.
Nice. That's amazing. Okay. So I am going to have you roll a performance check at advantage. Okay.
Okay.
Just for the whole, not gonna, for the whole night.
Okay. 24.
24. Okay. It is one of your best. It is fantastic. Everyone is loving you. If you want to list off some other songs, you don't need to. We won't make you sing all of them.
Sure.
Unless you want. We can spend all night on this concert, and I will be very happy.
I'm sure you would. He does his rendition of Low Places. That's his favorite one to do. So he does that one. And he'll also do specifically if you're going through hell, but you make sure he prefaces this by saying that this song is for two special people who have recently disappeared in his life, and that they're probably going through something really tough, somewhere really tough, but he wants them to know that he is always there for him and that he's looking out for them.
Okay.
So he's referencing Jonathan and Signy with this specifically, and this one is specifically for them. And so if you're going through hell, keep on going, don't slow down. If you're scared, don't show it, you might get out before the devil even knows you're there.
Okay. It's a perfect mix of excited and high energy, and then somber, and everyone is loving it. During one of you actually take a little bit of a different tact and actually do the song Rainbow Connection at one point. And while you're doing it, they've got rainbow lights going because your producer knows how extra you are. Every single second of it is amazing and electric and just exactly what you wanted. You were eating it up on the stage. You were having an amazing time. And you're feeding off of the crowd, and it almost makes you forget all of the bad things that are kind of going on. So I'm going to give you a point of DM inspiration because I forget to do that for giving this concert.
Nice.
Now, while that's going on, Carmen, outside you don't really see anything, but you also don't hear anything. And that makes you a very happy person. You kind of have this, you have a very, very brief, because the whole performance, from when you got there to when it'll be over, takes almost 2 hours. So while you're out there, you have a brief conversation with one of the other guards. It's kind of hey, where do you work out? What's your favorite workouts? Kind of gym bro conversations. And it's an enjoyable evening, even though you don't particularly see anything that catches your eye. At one point, there's a raving Churches Against Kenny person there who the other security guards take care of. That doesn't really faze you because you're not looking out for that stuff. You're looking out for the creepy crawly. Jez, you're looking at the audience like a hawk. You're also looking at the crowd, and you're making sure that no one who is magical and doesn't belong is going to be here. And you don't see anyone, and that kind of scares you almost even more, the fact that there's nothing going on. Sarah, during the conversation, you hear a voice. It's like a whisper, but it's only in your head, and you're alone, and no one would be whispering near you. And the whisper says, Cassandra would like to see you. Meet me by the Potomac. I'll be wearing blue.
Where?
So it's a whisper, but it's almost in your head.
Yeah, I would probably think that it's the stone I have. The
The sending stones don't have quite the same vibe. You can tell it's not the sending stone because the sending stone goes directly into your head. This one sounds like a whisper in your ear.
Okay.
No one else is acknowledging it, and it has that kind of magical texture to it that makes you feel like you're the only one who can hear it. You spin around, but you can't see anyone who might have.
Okay, and the voice said to meet them where?
So it said Cassandra would like to meet you. I'll be at the Potomac.
The Potomac?
Yes. So the Potomac is the river that feeds Washington, D.C.
Okay.
And then it says, I'll be
wearing blue. Okay.
Yeah, and that's all. This happens towards the end of the performance. It happens when Kenny says he's going to start his final song, which is?
His final song will be When the Sun Goes Down.
Okay, that's a good closer. So yeah.
Do I recognize the voice or not at all?
You don't recognize the voice at all.
Okay.
Do you do anything, or do you just sit tight?
I will wait until the end of the concert.
Okay. So you wait till the end of the concert. Kenny, you get a standing ovation. People are screaming for encores. They fucking love you, and they're so excited to get to experience the magic of Kenny Brown. This concert and this news story has definitely propelled you up the chain just a little bit. You can expect to see more fame in your future. What are you doing? Where are you going after you come off stage?
He'll immediately look for where Carmen or Sarah or Jonas are.
Yeah, so you probably, I'm guessing Sarah changed her shape.
He
saw what you looked like.
Yeah, he saw me.
Yeah, and so they're on opposite sides. So you can either go see Jonas or you can go see Sarah. You don't see Carmen anyway.
Okay. He'll go see Sarah. And immediately he's just kind of always a little bit nervous after a concert. So immediately he's like, was it okay? Did I do good? Did anything happen while I was up there?
Is there still a crowd?
Yeah, the crowd hasn't left yet. Security has started to try to funnel people out. Some people are still there screaming. Most people are heading to the stage door. It's very common at your concerts for everyone to kind of mock the stage door in the back and try to see you because you're a very humble, as you like to say, celebrity who always makes time for his fans and goes to the stage door and signs autographs and stuff.
Okay, so there is people near me.
There's also a lot of tech. So around you, Sarah, there's a bunch of tech people. Everyone's kind of going. A curtain actually went down, so people are kind of mobbing the stage, taking down set pieces, taking down lighting, taking down rigs.
Okay. So I'm gonna take a male voice because I look like a guy, and just to not make it sound weird. And I'm gonna say to Kenny that was really good. I'm impressed. We are going to talk about it later. Go change yourself, see your fans, and it was good. It was good, and I'm I'm gonna tap him on the back.
Okay.
So, Carmen, you watch people start streaming up behind you, and even the people who didn't get to go into the concert because it sold out far more people showed up than there were seats. So people who came and who wanted to see it and didn't are also mobbing the back door.
The very back door, like back out.
Yes, actually, a door that you all are probably a little bit clear.
The door that we. Okay. I'll go back there and try to keep people in line back there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm gonna try. If he's gonna come out that door, I'm gonna try and help prevent him from getting stampeded by teenage girls.
Okay. Jonas, where are you go? What do you do?
Just wanted to point out real quick, we're getting a bad echo, I guess.
See, that echo was worse with my headphone, but I can try again. Like,
I think it's across everybody.
yeah. Well, I think it's on me, to be honest. Maybe there's like an echo suppressor filter. I'm not gonna put it. It's yeah. Look, I will try to fix it in intermission. I don't want to get. Yeah, because I really don't know the best way to fix it. It's a setting.
Sub says there's a setting somewhere.
The mic setting?
Yeah, I think there's. When you said something about echo suppression, that there was a setting somewhere.
Input mode. Voice activity. Mine? No. There we go. Sorry, gang. There's so many different devices here right now. Tell Kenny to turn his mic off. Concert is over. Yeah. Be honest, I was like, did it fix it?
Looks like it.
Didn't do anything, so that's exciting. Jonas, where are you going after the concert is over? Kenny goes to the other wing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make my way behind all the techs and meet up with Sarah and Kenny.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Did you see something weird during the concert, Jonas?
No, everything was totally clear, which was weird. I was expecting something.
Yeah. Something happened. But I'm not sure I understand what it was.
Okay, well, do we need to get Carmen involved, or do you think we can handle it?
No, I think it's gonna be better if everyone is here to talk about it, so I can explain just one time.
Definitely. Well, Kenny, it was your big night. You did fantastic. You know, even though I'm not a big country fan, well done, sir. It's up to you. Do you want to go meet up with your fans? Do you want to revel in your success a little bit?
Well, they kind of are expecting me. I'll be quick. I'll only be gone like 5-10 minutes. Enough. Why don't you guys all go into my dressing room and I'll meet you guys there.
We'll go actually. I suggest at least one of us stick with you just in case. You know, again, we're pretending to be your bodyguards. But I'll see if I can find Carmen and we'll meet you back there.
Okay.
Maya.
Mm-hmm.
the message I heard in my head, were they, did they give a time, just the place?
They did not give a time, they just gave a place.
Okay.
Yeah. And they gave kind of a very like broad place, right? Like that's a whole big river. Like you can kind of go anywhere.
Yeah.
But so Jonas, you're going outside. You basically end up at the backstage door a few minutes afterwards because that's where Carmen ended up, right? Sarah, are you going with Kenny too?
Yes, I'm going with Kenny, and I'm gonna try to search real quick on the internet if there is anything that could be referred to the Potomac River, but leading to the woman we were searching her place. I don't remember the name.
Allison Holter.
Yeah, or with the Yanti or the Throws or anything that could lead to a specific place instead of a whole river.
Yeah. So there's absolutely no connections to Allison. When you do a quick search, it's just kind of there. So Kenny, you're in the back and you meet up with Carmen and Jonas.
Kenny's just gonna. He's gonna acknowledge that Carmen's there. Like he's gonna give her a little nod, but then he's gonna start going through and trying to get about like autographs and talk to fans and stuff such as that for at least like 5 to 10 minutes before heading back in. Because he doesn't know, he's concerned that something happened, but he's also more concerned that we don't know what that thing is necessarily.
Okay.
As he's going around doing autographs and stuff, I'm gonna watch the crowd like a hawk.
Okay. Yeah. So Carmen and Jonas, give me one more perception check.
It's going to be a 19 for me.
Okay.
That's another 10.
Okay.
Like a hawk.
Like a hawk. Harvey,
Blind hawk.
You're watching him like some kind of winged creature. Maybe not a hawk or an owl, possibly a bat. Jonas, as you're looking, you kind of you see one person at the very back, a woman wearing a blue sundress, who looks like she's there for an autograph, but then just kind of like shrugs and turns away. And she's the only person who actually walks away without getting something from Kenny. So that kind of stands out to you. But Kenny, you're having a great time with your audience, and you definitely take more than 5 to 10 minutes. It's closer to 30, which is still half of the time you normally spend down the backstage door. But your companions are getting a little frustrated with you.
A little.
Or outwardly are a little frustrated with you. Inwardly, more.
Well, after he gets everyone, he'll go back in. And he'll kind of start like, I told you, it only took like 10 minutes.
It was like an hour.
No, it was like 10 minutes.
It was like an hour.
That's okay. That's normal. Fans deserve to be treated well, I guess.
I mean, I did at least go out and see my fans.
And that's very noble of you, Bubba. Your producer comes up and she pinches your cheeks and she's like, that was your best one yet. I just so good, so good.
Thank you. Well, I'll go. I'm gonna be back in my dressing room, just get everything ready, and then I think I'll be out of here until the next thing pops up.
We really need to discuss your next national tour.
I know. We just let's take things one at a time right now.
Okay, but you haven't gone on a big tour since the accident, and I think we can get past that. I mean, your publicity you've had right now has been huge.
We'll talk about it later, okay?
Okay, I think there are some concert venues, at least all over the East Coast, who would love to have you.
I'm sure. We'll talk later. I'm a little tired.
Of course. I'll get out of your hair up. But it was nice seeing you again. And then she gives you a hug and leaves.
Yep.
And then you all go back to Kenny's dressing room, which has a bowl of green M&Ms, as he always asks.
Oh, I'm definitely taking a handful of those.
Yeah, of course.
Just the green M&Ms?
Just the green ones.
Green's kind of my color.
Where are the other colors?
I don't know. I assume maybe the stage crew ate them.
I'll lick my fingers, get some more.
Okay. So Carmen, you weren't there, but did you see anything outside?
Well, it was crazy, but nothing weird.
Okay, so I'm the only one that has the thing in her head?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm asking to the rest of the people.
Do you have a thing in your head?
Yeah, I got something in my head. Someone was talking in my head. That's why I don't understand it.
Does this happen a lot? Is this something?
Should we be worried about you?
I do not have any mental disorder that I know of, but the message was really clear, and it said that Cassandra was waiting for me to meet her at the Potomac River, and that she would be wearing a blue something, but like wearing blue. She didn't say where exactly on the river or at what time, so that's weird. Still talking in the Manly voice and having the disguise up.
So they knew it was you, even though you look like you.
I don't know, maybe I dressed up as someone they knew and they thought it was them. I mean, it could be. There is a lot of people in the world. I can easily transform myself as someone. I don't know.
Maybe they knew it was you. The disguise isn't perfect, especially if someone knows about magic.
Yeah. And if they put something in my head, well, they probably know about magic.
I'd say it's a guarantee they do.
Do Cassandra rings a bell for you?
It's not a name I recognize.
None of you recognize the name.
And you said that she'd be wearing blue?
Yeah, I think that's what I heard. Blue, but she didn't specify anything, just blue.
Well, there was a weird lady who caught my eye while Kenny was signing autographs. She's wearing a very bright blue sundress. I wonder if it could be the same person.
ADM, do we know how far the Potomac River is from our current location?
Yeah, so there's a few different. So I'm gonna guess. Sarah, can you give me a quick investigation roll, because it sounded like you were kind of like Googling Potomac on your phone during this whole thing. So give me a quick investigation roll.
Okay. That's a natural 20.
Okay, well, she might have loaded dice. No, I'm just kidding. No,
I will check them for you later.
Thanks. Once we have 20 and then we'll get suspicious. The two is No, so the Potomac River is like a very long river that runs right through the heart of Washington, D.C. So from the closest part of the Potomac River, you're only like 5-10 minutes. There's also Sarah also finds that there's a city in Maryland called Potomac. So there's a whole city that's along the river, of course, and that's like a 30-minute drive away. There's also a Potomac Trails like National Park by a waterfall on the Potomac, and that's maybe like 20 minutes away, drive away.
Are there any historical landmarks that are on or near the Potomac?
I mean, lots. It kind of, you know, sorry, that's not very good.
Let's try those, every single one of them.
Every single one. No, so like the airport is right along the Potomac. The National Mall is actually along the Potomac. There's like an East Potomac Park. Theodore Roosevelt Island is in the middle. There's also Potomac Overlook Regional Park. Not to like be, but if this is Washington, D.C., all of that blue is the Potomac River.
Well, I think we should just head to the closest point to the concert hall.
That's what I was kind of thinking too.
Okay, right now?
Yeah.
I mean, if Kenny's not too tired after that.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
I'm well enough where we get into a fight, you go down, I'll bring you back up.
Alright, I'm relying on you. I can't believe I just said that.
We'll mark this day in history. Promise relying on Kenny Brown.
Oh,
Don't you ever repeat that.
But you guys had a truce.
This is still truce?
This is a truce. Okay, fair enough.
This is Carmen being nice. I picked the wrong week to stop drinking.
That you did. So you're just kind of heading to a random place on the Potomac, which I would say just happens to be kind of over by the Lincoln Memorial. Right there is probably your best bet. Yeah, so you can see like there's a nice view of the river. You can also see Teddy Roosevelt Island kind of in the middle. It's not like that big of a river, so you can also see the other side.
What time is it?
Oh gosh, it's after midnight by now. I was gonna say between the concert didn't start till like 9. It was 2 hours of concert, then an hour of kind of backstage stuff for you all, and then another little bit to get yourself over here, because it's not far, but you still have to walk and kind of prepare yourself. So it's probably like 12:30, 1 o'clock right now. So you arrive. There's like a walkway along the river, What are you doing?
Standing here wondering why the hell we're at the Potomac River at like 1 a.m.
Seriously, though.
In the message, did it felt like I was supposed to go there alone?
That's up for your interpretation.
So, guys,
Say you were supposed to come alone, didn't they?
they didn't say much, honestly, but you know, we're trying to go with the flow. Do you think it would be better if someone just go and we sneak up like the rest of us, so we're not, like, we could take the person by surprise?
You want us to set up an ambush?
Yeah.
There's not really like a lot of places, like you're on like a very like open walkway by a river. It's a few yards away from any buildings, and like there's trees lining the walkway. They're cherry blossom trees that have all kind of the blossoms have come and gone several days ago because they're very short-lived. But there's not really places to hide.
Okay.
Well, I guess we just go with it.
I'm just going to disguise my rapier and my crossbow as like flowers and a box of chocolate.
Got it.
Like something to not be weird in all of this.
I like the mental image of this, shooting flowers at someone and meeting somebody with a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
I kind of love it too.
And I'm
These little thorns. I don't know. It's a great mental image.
and I'm still in the guy disguise.
Yeah.
So that's weird too.
But like you're meeting someone. Good.
With 3 other people.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the best love story.
Which one of us are you gonna pick?
Nice question. Yeah. What are the rest of you doing?
I'll just be kind of walking ahead, I guess, keeping an eye out for someone in the blue.
All right. So are you pacing up and like back and forth along the same stretch, or are you walking like towards the ocean, or are you walking inland?
Well, first of all, river's not an ocean. I'll be pacing back and forth.
Okay, so you're kind of pacing back and forth on like the same little stretch.
Yeah.
Or I guess the other option, so you could go inland, you could go towards the ocean, you could go into the water, or you could pace back and forth.
Well, I'm not going into the water.
Okay.
I'll just pace back and forth.
Okay.
I am gonna find a place to sit and do nothing.
There's a nice bench.
That works. I will sit on the bench.
Okay. Jonas?
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna go sit next to Carmen.
Okay.
You think we could fall asleep and they wouldn't know?
Maybe one of us.
All right, you take 10 minutes, I'll wake you up. We'll switch off.
All right, everyone give me a perception check.
But if I'm sleeping...
If you're sleeping, you have disadvantage, or just no roll?
It was on the 20. It was on the 20 and then flipped.
Oh no. What did it flip to?
An 8, so I rolled an 11.
Hey, it's one more than 10.
Yeah.
It's better than me. I got a 3.
Okay. Jonas?
14.
14. Sarah?
Same.
14. Wow, you are all tired. It has been like a long... I have no idea how long this campaign has been in real time. Like, it's been a long
Many months.
Yeah, it's been a long few weeks, and it's been a really long day. Like, you were fighting stuff earlier, and now you're dead tired. Kenny, like, you finished that performance high that you had, and now it's just kind of lulled back into just pure exhaustion. And so you're all 30 minutes, an hour kind of goes by, and you're all just chilling, ready to like fall asleep there, probably grab the Uber back. And then a voice that comes almost from the river itself goes, "Good of you to make it."
Holy, what? It happens again! It happens again!
Do we all hear it, or is it just Sarah this time?
Everyone hears it this time.
No, Sarah, we can all hear it.
Oh, okay. But still, it happens again.
Okay.
Who are you?
Where are you?
Why do you want us here at 1 a.m.?
Well, I didn't expect you to come at 1 a.m. And the voice is still coming from the river itself.
I'm gonna take a look at the river itself.
So you're looking and you just see your reflection, but your reflection isn't matching what you're doing. It's not a mirror. It has a completely different facial expression and it's waving at you. And as the voice starts again, you can see the reflection of your mouth moving. It's going, "You've got quite a lot of attention on you."
Guys, the river is weird.
I mean, it's Potomac.
No, but I think that the person who sent the message wasn't the person, but the river itself.
So, have you been drinking tonight?
Nope. Have I been drinking?
You have not been drinking.
Okay, no, I have not. Okay, just come and see for yourself.
No, I ain't getting up for no river. Hey, River, if you want to talk to me, you come over here.
Herman, be nice to the river.
It is 1 a.m. I'm tired. I don't have to be nice to the river.
I'll be nice to the river. And I go and I walk towards the river.
So you walk towards the river, and when you walk up to the river, you peer into your reflection as well. And Sarah's reflection disappears, and your reflection comes up. But like hers, it's not matching your movements. It's doing other things, and it's like, "Kenna Brown, I'm a big fan of yours." And then it switches back, and it's still the same voice, and it switches back to Sarah. And it's "Glad you got my assistance message." And then a woman, the same woman that Atavistic saw in the blue sundress, kind of melts out of the water. Or I guess forms from the water. And then seems to walk on the water a few steps and is out.
Now, I know I haven't been drinking tonight.
Would you like to change that?
No.
She's on a 12-step program.
What are the 12 steps? Not drinking and not drinking 11 times?
12 steps to coming over there and punching you in the face.
No, there's no reason to be violent.
Don't punch the river in the face.
Sarah's gonna try to touch gently the woman.
She's like, "That's considered rude in some cultures, but all right." And you touch her, and she feels normal-ish. Like she's solid, but there's a layer of like moisture. Like just touching her is a little bit wet.
You are weird, but I kind of like it. I don't know. What do you want from us?
You You call me rude and whatever.
So, well, none of your manners have really impressed me so far.
Sorry, it's 1 in the morning. We caught some snakes. I performed for 2 hours.
We had to listen to Kenny for 2 hours. I mean, yeah, they had a concert.
That's why I didn't expect y'all to come tonight.
We didn't get a time, so we figured the sooner the better.
Ariel, that sweet child. Ugh. I need to get better assistance.
Does this girl happen to have red hair?
No.
Okay.
Why would you ask?
I'm just wondering.
Uh,
Why are we here?
Well, that's a question that's got multiple answers, and I think I'm causing the echo again. Sorry, the roommate shared the shower with is taking a shower, so I was trying to combat that. Hello. So she goes, that's a question that's got multiple answers. I mean, I guess you could ask, why are we all here?
All right. Specifically, why did Sarah get a message to come to the Potomac River? End of thought. Why are we here?
Well, that's a more specific question that I have the answers to.
And
You've
the
all
answers
been getting
are-
a lot of attention in the magical community, especially you, Kendra. You are scrumptious. We all are watching you struggle with the powers that be. And some people are looking on you unfavorably, but not me. I see the way the wind is blowing.
and what way the wind is blowing?
Well, currently the wind is blowing very much against your little crew and their ship, but it's going also in a direction that I don't particularly like. So I think that it's my time to really pick a side. Not one who often does that, but we'll see.
Before we go any further, who are you?
I'm
The
the
Potomac
Potomac
River.
River. He gets it.
Yeah, Carmen's obvious. She's obviously the spirit of the Potomac River, or goddess, something like that.
You can just call me Potomac, darling.
Okay, no way you're gonna convince me that the river is talking to us.
That's fine. When I'm talking to people, I just go by Cassandra, so that's what you can call me.
Cassandra the River, nice to meet ya.
It's a pleasure meeting you too.
So, Cassandra, you are saying that our ship is going in a direction that you don't particularly like?
I should clarify my statement. See, not necessarily your ship, but the direction that the entire world, or at least this particular corner of it, is going is what I object to on a personal note.
Are you talking about the entities that are taking over government and...
Oh, taking over, girl. They've already been there. They're
Yeah,
just coming out of the shadows now. And that's what I have a bit of a problem with.
okay. So you're technically on our side, if I
If
understand.
you would like, I would prefer it if you were on my side. I think we have quite a lot we could both offer each other. But it's going to take some work on both of our parts to make that happen, don't you think?
Why
Yeah.
does the river care about the government?
Because the government controls who pollutes the river or not. It's obvious.
I
What?
mean, that's the answer. It's not my answer, but it is an answer.
So what's your answer?
Recently, a bunch of the magical community for which that I'm a part, which you are also all a part of, whether you like it or not,
have decided that they're not particularly happy hiding. They've decided that if they're more powerful, why should they be the ones afraid? Which is a sentiment that I at first could get behind. I fully voiced my support when I was first presented with this plan. However, other people have since taken a hold of that message and turned it in a direction that I don't like. I love the magical community with all of my heart, and, I'm part of it, I should say. But sometimes we make mistakes. And I think that the world is not ready for coexistence just yet. And I'm not really a big fan of bloodshed. So that is why I am taking the particular stance I am taking.
So how do you propose we go about removing these certain individuals without that bloodshed?
Well, see, you, whether you like it or not, have started to piss off those individuals. They have their eyes set on you. And so you can go halfway and remove a few drow and save a couple friends. Or you can go all the way and take this whole shebang down, so to speak. Catch my drift.
Are you saying we should stop searching for our friends?
What I want to know is, how do you know about our missing friends?
Darling, the things I know that you don't could fill a river if information were drops of water.
So then you know where our friends are.
I do.
And you're not going to tell us this information, are you?
Oh no, I plan to. See, I'd like to trade him information.
Right. We give you something. You give us information about our friends in return.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And
You
what
get it, Alan.
what do you want from us that we
Well, there are really two big things that I want from you.
Okay.
If you don't mind me asking.
Well, you can certainly ask.
So the first thing is I need a commitment from y'all. I need you to commit that you're not going to just stop at killing a couple of dark elves and just saving a couple of inconsequential people. I need your commitment that you're going to see this plan through and stop the government from, or at least the parts of the government that are controlled by the magical community, from doing what they seek to do.
Well, there's a problem with us committing to a plan that we don't even know.
Well, that plan may not be fully formed yet, but I just want you to say that you're going to work on it. I don't have a plan either. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I have ideas and I have information, but that's it. I can't tell you.
What's the other part of this agreement?
See, that's the more progressive matter. See, I'll give you information and I'll give you supplies as much as I can. See, I personally signed an agreement that I would be with the coalition. And so I cannot personally do anything to sabotage it. But that is where you can come in. So I can give you information about the coalition that will help take down the drow and everyone else. However, if you would like the information about your friends, that's a separate deal. Does that make sense?
I'm not sure it does.
I know.
I'm not sure any of this makes any sense.
There are two deals on the table here.
All right, so the first deal is we commit to taking down the government in exchange for
help taking them down.
All right, that's the first agreement.
Yeah.
What's the second one? What do we have to do in order to find our friends?
So in return for the second agreement, I know where I don't. Signy is a different story. See, Signy has been moved around quite a bit. I know her general location, but I don't quite know exactly where she's gone. She's gone too far inland for me to really understand.
But you can tell us right where Jonathan is.
Oh, yes, I can.
All right, what do we have to do to get that information?
See, I have a little bit of a pest problem. It's a really small, one would say even, it's just a very small pest problem, but it's too far into the ocean for me to deal with myself. And I was hoping that you would all be willing to help me take care of that little pest. In exchange, I'll tell you where Jonathan is being housed, and I'll give you a few leads on Signy.
I'll lean over to Jonas, stick my head on his shoulder, and whisper, "We're being blackmailed by a river. Why did I decide to stop drinking?"
You know, I don't think it was ever a good time to stop.
I have an idea that you may not like, Cassandra, but that could help us help you.
What is your deal?
Okay, what if you tell us where Jonathan is, we go get him, and then with Jonathan, we could get rid of your pests that you are talking about. Because with Jonathan, we are better together. You see?
Yeah, honey, but I was not born yesterday. There are very few guarantees, and I'm not one to dabble in blood magic that would force y'all to be bound to this agreement. So I prefer to have a little bit of insurance, and also make sure that you're getting it done now rather than later. Getting Jonathan back, that's going to take some time.
I understand, but I mean, you're a whole river. You can follow us. You know a lot of things, and I'm pretty sure you can put some sticks in our wheels if you don't like what we're doing, right?
I can go where the river goes. Here's a little hint. Jonathan isn't where the river goes.
I didn't quite catch that.
Said, I can go where the river goes. Jonathan isn't where the river.
So Jonathan is too far inland for you?
Too far away from my particular watery presence.
And you don't have any friends on the land to help you.
Oh, those earth elemental dryads? Please.
Here's the thing. We can't do anything with the government until we get Jonathan back. And I think you know that. I think you fully understand exactly what situation that you've put us in here.
Uh-huh. I do. I wasn't born yesterday, sweetheart.
Did you say your pest is in the ocean?
Yeah, that's why I can't get to her, see? It's too far into the salty bits, and I don't really like to get my hair all salty.
Yeah, sorry, can't swim.
Oh,
Well,
I can help with that.
Let's see. Well, I can't breathe underwater.
I can help with that. I can give you all a little breathe up and make sure you can deal with this without getting hurt.
But if your pest is in the ocean, what does it have to do with you? I mean, you are the river, not the ocean, right?
I know, sweetheart. It seems a little bit. He's just been harassing me over and over again, and I was just sick of it.
Are you talking about a guy?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Are you asking us to get rid of your guy?
He's
Is
not
this
that
like-
bad.
Is this like an angry ex? Like he's stalking you type situation? Do
No.
rivers have exes? I'm so confused by this.
I would no.
I'm gonna insight check that.
I don't even have to inside check that.
That's a 17 because, you know,
That's
I only
good.
roll high. I only roll high for the important stuff.
Like, it works out. She is 100% lying. She's talking about her.
So you're gonna send us to harass your ex. That's what's going on here.
Maybe.
Why?
Girl, get
Why?
your shit together.
Come on.
Look, he's
Don't be that bitch, all right? Don't
look
be that bitch.
1,000 years ago when we were young, and he was different. We were good together, but then he got manipulative and abusive, and I had to end things. And ever since then, the last 50, 75 years, he's been harassing me non-stop. He's been killing my plants and animals, and it's just been too much. Been too much. Can't do it anymore. I need him gone. I can't do it.
I'm on your side. I'm for this.
I'm gonna lean over
Thanks,
to
sweetheart.
Jonas again and say, what are we supposed to do? Get a restraining order for her ex?
So, Cassandra, just let me fully understand what's going on. You want us to go hunt down an elemental within the ocean and kill it for you.
Yes, that is exactly what I want.
How do we do that?
Well, I mean, if you hit him hard enough, he will bleed. I'll tell you that.
I kind of have a problem with this.
Okay.
I don't even know where to start with how wrong all of this is.
Well, I'll tell you, Bertram doesn't know where your friends are, so I would not take his side in this particular matter.
Let's just pretend for 1 minute that you are not a river,
Yeah.
and your ex is not whatever the hell he's supposed to be. Let's just pretend for a minute that you are human beings, and you've just asked us to go murder your ex. Do you see where I might have issue with this?
Right, I can see where that would be problematic, but see, you're stripping away the very essence of both of our beings. We're not just humans that you can throw in a court of law and throw in jail, because I can assure you that's what would happen if we were both human, if the courts were fair. We're elemental beings from the beginning of this country. And that changes things. He's never going to change. He's becoming more and more corrupted with evil and magic and power. He's only going to get worse. And I can assure you I'm not the only person he's hurt.
If you say he's corrupted, then what is corrupting him? Maybe we can remove the corruption and not have to kill him.
If you can remove the corruption and get him re-sign this, and she pulls out what you can all tell is
that a restraining order? I'm gonna turn to Jonah. Is that a restraining order? Did I just say we needed a restraining order?
Girl, I thought it was long before you were even born. If he had signed this, I would not be in this particular band.
Just tell us how we can find him so we can eventually get to Jonathan.
Go into the ocean. This is what I'll do. And she produces 5 pearl. It's like, if you're in possession of these, you'll be able to breathe underwater. 1 press will take you to his home. 2 presses will bring you back to the surface. Back to this exact point.
Now, how do these pearls exactly work? Do we grow gills? Is it like a bubble?
It's closest to the first.
Wonderful. So, are we gonna be attacked the moment we get there? Like, we pop into his front door and he's ready
Well,
to
it
shoot us?
depends on if he's home or not. He could be out hunting or something. I don't know.
That won't be fine. We get there, I charm him, he signs the papers, we come back.
I picked
Assuming my guitar works
Stop drinking.
underwater.
he's there. It's like probably near 2 a.m. in the morning, right?
Yeah, it's probably after 2 by this point. It's like
So-
2:06.
So there is no one around us except us.
No, it's pretty empty.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop my form and try to change into her.
Okay. She does you get her form.
So do you think, and I'm hearing her talking for a lot more than 1 minute, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I'm gonna try to imitate her.
Yeah, I'll
Sarah, this is a really, really terrible idea. I like it.
Thank you. And I'm gonna talk with her voice.
Yeah, okay.
So, I mean, we could try to get in as the ex that wants him back and is desperate for him to come back to her just to get in, and then maybe try to see what's happening with him. Can we have a background of that guy?
Well,
Like,
his name is Bertram, and he is an asshole.
No, leave emotion out of it. Give us facts. I don't want to hear that he's an asshole. I want to hear what is he? What is he about? What's his favorite color?
Well, he's an elemental. She produces a Polaroid that has a picture of her looking the same as she does before you right now. And next to her is a man with dark hair, clean shaven, a very square jaw, very muscular, definitely conventionally attractive. And she was like, that's probably not how you're gonna see him. And it kind of like disappears and morphs into a different Polaroid that shows an angry elemental type creature. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the mantis shrimp. If you're not, you might want to like Google image that right now, but it's got that same, he's wearing armor that has that same coloring. And his arms have those kind of like Captain America type from the Infinity War, like the shields that he has, but they still have that like super duper colorful, shiny sheen to them. His face is still the same, but it's a morphing of this rainbow armor and blue skin. She's like, that's probably more along the lines of, see, we're both very old beings, been here for a while. My domain was the Potomac River, first came to being in the bay. And about 200 years ago, we started courting, and well, it was nice for maybe 50 years. Happy for a while. And then he found some things that made him angry. It got bad fast. He was not very kind. I mean, he also started being more temperamental with the bay. Taking swimmers, he used to never do that. Taking ships, that's
what are the things that he found?
I don't know, he wouldn't show me. He kept them in a chest.
In a chest?
We used to share everything, you know, and then he wouldn't share things with me. It's a chest inside his home.
Okay, I'm usually good in sneaking, so could try that.
And his favorite color?
Favorite color is not visible.
Yeah, I was just fucking with you. I don't care about his favorite color.
Do I need to know some things if I want to be you well?
I mean, there are a bunch of things that would probably make you better, but there are also things I'm exactly sure. And I'm not entirely sure how well this plan is going to go for you in any case. So
I don't either.
So maybe we can try a couple of things before we send you in as the River.
please.
I'm sure that there are better ideas.
I'll say if he sees you as me, go well for you, or it could go exceedingly poorly and he might kill you off. One or the other.
I mean, he's probably gonna try and kill us the moment we get there anyway, so...
Yeah. I can take one for the team.
Would really prefer you didn't.
Yeah, I know. Me, but...
So is there a time limit on this?
A time limit, no, but well, not for me. You see, I'm not gonna pay. So I understand that you're busy people, and well, I'm gonna be here for a long time after you're all. However, your friend Jonathan, every moment you wait, you risk him going through more torture, unpleasantness, and then every minute you wait to get on with the mission at large, the more powerful they get. So I wouldn't exactly do it.
No. You're not pulling our strings at all.
All right. Well, it sounds like we're now working for the Potomac.
Yeah.
God, that sounds so weird.
Let's just say we are working for Cassandra.
All right.
Well, if
I'm
anything
not-
happens, we need to. I say we call it a night. We'll
Yeah,
come up with some
I'm
kind
not-
of strategy tomorrow.
I'm not dealing with psycho exes tonight.
That's a reasonable thing to say, but I do hope that you deal with my psycho, as you say, ex very soon.
Well, we kind of have to if we want our friend back, because that's the deal we've made.
You can do.
And I get up from the bench and I walk away.
Sarah's gonna take the restraining order.
Okay, so you take the restraining order and you take the pearls, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Is everyone done with Cassandra?
Jonas is actually going to hang back.
Okay.
Do you have anything else that could help us in any way?
Not that I can think of right now, just be careful.
Yeah, with the ocean. I'm gonna be careful with
Oh,
the...
it's not the whole ocean, darling. I'm not going to send you out to the Atlantic.
Yeah, but in any ways, I mean... He lives in the fucking ocean!
That's partially true. Toodaloo.
I'm gonna walk away.
It was nice to meet you, Cassandra.
It was such a pleasure for me as well. You making your
I want you to play by you one day. But for now, I'm going to bed. Kenny will start heading towards the street.
Yeah, as everyone's heading off, Sandra's got one question for you. This coalition that you've mentioned, do they have anything to do with what's happened in Boston? The explosion of the Plaster Dragon?
No, that's a different matter. I don't know. I did.
concerns about that. Some of my friends were very, very much in version.
Okay. Well, good luck to you. We'll see if we can figure out this whole issue with Bertram.
All right, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much. And with that, everyone heads back to Jonathan's place, because that's kind of home base right now.
Actually, before we would leave, if we were going to discuss this, I would probably let everyone know that I've been staying at the Plastered Dragon.
Okay.
And probably would, at this point, prefer to, but bring it up as a conversation for everyone.
Do you want us to move in with you?
Why would I? Why?
Well, so you're not alone and you don't risk being kidnapped? I don't know.
It's the Plastered Dragon. It's probably the safest place in the entire city.
Yeah, but hasn't one exploded or something? I'm particularly... I don't understand it really well, but... You know...
Okay, well, I hadn't thought of that, which makes me even more worried now because I really kind of like Brad. He's nice. He's been helping me, and I don't want him to blow up.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just want to be sure you're okay.
Would you feel better if I went back to Jonathan's with you?
I would feel better if at least one person were with you at the Plastered Dragon. I don't mean Kenny, because I know you don't want Kenny to be there. I'm sorry, Kenny.
It's okay. My trailer doesn't fit inside anyways.
Basement's not big enough for Kenny's ego.
Okay, that's all right.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to the yeah. Anyway,
that's good. Maybe Jonas could go with you, or me. You can choose.
If I'll just come back to Jonathan's with you.
Okay.
I'll call Brad and let him know.
All right, so you all head back to Jonathan's for the evening, like I said. Some people a little bit more reticent about going there. But you go to Jonathan's and you spend the night there, knowing that in the morning you have some things to talk about and some plans to make. And that is where we will take our break. Thank you for being patient with us through the technical difficulties. We did it, which is exciting. We'll see you in a few.
we found a fix, even if it's annoying for me. Thank you all for tuning in for this episode of Web of Lies. We're excited to have you. Before we get started, I have a little bit of a surprise to show you if it works. If it doesn't, it'll be on YouTube tonight. This is in celebration of me coming back. So take a look.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave.
When we first practice to deceive.
A word and glance up towards the skies.
They're caught. They're trapped.
A web of lies.
Did it work?
I think so. It's finishing up. Gave me goosebumps.
Okay, give me goosebumps too, and I made it. All right, so we have an intro, which is exciting, and I've been sitting on it for a while, but I didn't want to unveil it while I wasn't on the show because I'm selfish. So before the break, we saw Kenny give an amazing performance, and during his performance, Sarah got a mysterious message that led the party to the Potomac, where they were offered by the river, who also like to go back Sandra, to help her get rid of an ex. In exchange, she would tell them where Jonathan was. And so now they are going back to Jonathan's place to spend the night, and in the morning they regroup.
I don't like this, guys.
What, working for a river or?
I mean, it's not every day that you're blackmailed by a river.
Seems like our best bet.
It's also.
Go ahead.
I was just about to say that it's also not every day that the river, as an ex, manipulated ex, and she wants to get rid of him. That's weird.
Yeah, I have issue with the whole go kill my ex thing.
Yeah, I have to. That's why I don't particularly want to kill him, but maybe try to find a way to make him understand. Maybe if we steal his box. She said that he kept the thing that made him bad in a chest inside of his home.
Here's my concern. If whatever he found is powerful enough to corrupt whatever he might be, what would it do to us?
I mean, if we don't take it out of the box, would it corrupt us?
I know nothing about magic. I mean, you probably know more than I do.
I don't. I'm not a magic user. Kenny, Jonas, anything? You're the magic users. You probably know better than us.
How much would Kenny know about cursed items?
Push talk.
Damn it, guys. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Let's write this down. 12.
Sometimes magic items are cursed, and they do bad stuff when they're cursed.
That's right, what Kenny should know.
Really wish Jonathan was here.
I mean, maybe whoever's in there is cursed, and sometimes magic items do bad things.
Thank you, Kenny. That's helpful.
Yeah. Can we go into the? I think Jonathan's place has a library, right?
Can't hear you.
Push to talk.
This is going to be the whole next hour and a half. Yes, his place does have a library.
Jonas, would you mind come with me and we could try to search for something to know about cursed item and what to do with them?
Sure.
Yeah, well, while you guys do that, Carmen, do you want to go with me? I was thinking about it last night. Guitars don't work underwater. I need to find an instrument that does. Otherwise, I cannot do any magic, and I will be the most useless.
What do you mean? I mean, yes, sure. First, however, could we find one of Jonathan's family members and ask if they know maybe a little bit about cursed items?
You find none of his family knows particularly anything about cursed magic items. They're more on the holistic and the herbal side of things. They suggest that you can go talk to, Seamus or another shopkeeper that might know more.
Any chance that we could get some healing potions?
They seem reticent to give you any.
I would pay. I would absolutely pay.
I would say if you're willing to pay.
I would absolutely pay for any. I'm not going to just, hey, we're staying in your kidnapped brother's house, give us stuff. No, I would absolutely pay.
Oh, even if you're paying, then yeah, they give you healing potions. And they give them to you for what you're pretty sure is significantly cheaper than they would cost otherwise.
How much?
So you get 2 superior healing potions for $300.
I will do that. 2 superior
healing potions for $300. And normally, if you were going to a different, if you didn't have connections, 2 greater healing potions would probably run you at least $350. So it's a pretty good deal. They're cutting you.
Oh, I will absolutely. I will give them $400, just because we are pretty much freeloading while their family member is gone. So I'll pay $200 each.
Okay. Cool. So let's take Kenny and Carmen to wherever you're going.
He wants to go to Seamus first, actually. So he's gonna approach Seamus and he's gonna ask, first of all, how much do you know about cursed items?
What kind of a curse are we talking about?
Make someone who was nice very mean and selfish and
Abusive.
selfish.
Oh, Kenny. No.
I couldn't resist, it was right there.
You're making this very, very difficult to be nice to you. I hope you realize that.
I'm sure I am.
That made my day. Okay. I don't know if I can continue because I'm laughing. Because, there's a lot of different cursed items that can change people's moods or cause them to be possessed even. I wouldn't know until I saw the item though.
So, how would we go about transporting a cursed item without our cells being cursed?
Well, see, it depends on the item, which I know you're not going to like that answer to. See, some items you only really get the curse if you attune to the item. But other items, just touching it or just being like within like 5 feet of it can make you really cranky.
Yeah, I don't like that answer. Thanks.
So what I'm getting is you shouldn't touch the item. Maybe I should have touched the item.
Maybe none of us touch the item.
I don't know. Jonas isn't that cranky.
We're not. No.
Okay.
None of us are going to touch the item.
Sure, we'll figure this out. I can levitate it, maybe. Second.
If it's in a chest and we pick up the chest, would that... I mean, I realize being in proximity could do it, but if we touch a chest that a cursed item is in, would we...
Well, it depends on the chest.
Oh, good!
Actually, scratch that. I can't levitate it. Try to somewhere underwater. Second reason I'm here. Can you commission an item for me?
Sure, what kind of item is it?
Well, I've had this guitar for a while, and I know there's stronger magical ones out there. Can you make one of those?
Sure, I can make one of those.
And how much would this run me?
Well, it depends on how nice of one you want.
Better than this one, maybe not the best. Like, maybe not the top, because I do have to live off what I make. But when I'm...
How character are we talking, like, what rarity?
From uncommon to rare.
Uncommon to rare. Let's see. Rare guitar, I would say 2,500. I'll bring it down to 2,000 though if you let me keep your uncommon guitar.
Well, I probably won't need to use this one after I have that one.
You're not going to need it while we're in the ocean.
Yeah, I know. Okay, it's not my fault guitars don't work underwater. I'll trade you in this one for the new one. Plus
Alright, are you ready? It'll take me about a week. But
That's fine.
Ready for you.
Can I keep this one?
Yeah, I'll let you, that seems fair. I'll let you keep that one while I'm making a new one.
Sounds good. And I guess while we're here, do you happen to sell just like regular like drumsticks?
Drum? Like, no. I don't sell regular things. I just sell magical things.
Can't we just go to a music store?
We can. I just figured I'd ask.
So, ridiculous requests out of the way. I know I've asked you this before, and you didn't have any at that time. I'm hoping maybe things may have changed. I like to punch things. I don't like using weapons, but yeah, I need like brass knuckles or anything that can just help me punch a little harder. Can't hear you.
Damn it. I'm just gonna use it to curse at you.
I mean, man, I'm just looking for some brass knuckles. You don't need to swear at me.
Because you, no, it's like I don't really have any brass knuckles, but I do have this ring that you might be interested in. And he has kind of like pawn shop style. He has like just a giant like drawer full of rings. And he pulls it out and kind of like sifts through for a few minutes before he finds the one he's looking for. And he's like, now this ring would allow you to bring some elemental oomph to your punches.
First, out of character, what does the ring look like?
It's not made of metal. It's made of some kind of like clear to white, kind of opaque-ish stone, but it's very smooth. And he taps it once, and it turns red, almost like it's made of rubies. And then he taps it again, and it's blue. And he says, every morning you can decide what kind of element you want to attune it to, and then it'll give you a little bit of extra special damage to your hits.
What do you mean specifically?
So out of character, if you're wearing this ring, it'll add 1d4 of whatever kind of damage you specify at the beginning of the day. So if you say fire at the beginning of the day, you do an extra 1d4 fire damage with every punch.
Most important question, do my fists burst into flames?
They do burst into flames, and they look hella cool.
How much?
A ring like this, I'll say 1,700.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I don't do jewelry, but I mean, the idea of my fists being on fire, that's just so damn cool. All right, 1,700?
Yes. So you only have one of them, so only one of your fists is going to burst into flame. So any of your offhand attacks won't have flame.
Sounds good. That's reasonable. Is this like an actual item?
I have not made it in D&D Beyond yet, but I will when the day is done. Or you can make it in D&D Beyond, but I currently have 3 different devices going.
That's fine.
None of them on D&D Over.
So I do 1d4 elemental?
Yes, and you decide at the beginning of every day. It does require attunement.
That's reasonable.
Okay. We can make that later.
Yeah, I'm just going to make a note.
Team Kenny and Carmen, are you done?
I think we need to go get some drumsticks.
Yeah.
All right, you go to a music store and they cost you like $6.
Yeah.
Question, is Kenny going as Kenny Brown into a music store?
Oh. Yes, because I didn't think of it beforehand.
Awesome.
That tracks. You go into the music store and are immediately mobbed by fans. Everyone is still talking about your performance from yesterday. There's a handful of people who are not your target demographic who don't care. But there's a bunch of people who are just kind of like, why is everyone going crazy? But like 2 13-year-old girls come running up to you and start gushing. Oh my gosh, Kenny, you're like our favorite musician in the entire universe. Can we have your autograph, please, please, please? Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I can't believe you like shop at this music store. This is the music store we shop at. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's amazing. And so they just like go on, like not taking any breaths.
That sounds fine. He'll pull out. He always has a marker ready for some autographs. He'll pull it out. He'll sign an autograph. If they don't have any piece of paper, he'll just like sign it on like their forearm.
Kenny, we don't.
They have you sign their music books. Both of them have like intermediate guitar books, and they both have you sign their like intermediate guitar books, and they freak out. And even the music store, like cashier is a little bit like starstruck, and they actually like go like, can we take your picture for the wall?
Can Carmen be in the background just annoyed?
Carmen
he'll agree to a picture.
Yeah, so they take a snapshot of you, and like he prints it out, and like there's like a little wall of fame that has a bunch of minor stars, like no one big. You're you're not the biggest star on there, but you're like pretty darn close. There's no one super super famous on there. And the guy's like, I don't even feel like I should be charging you for these.
It's okay. I'd rather pay. And he'll, regardless if the guy wants to or not, Kenny will pay for the drumsticks.
Cool. So yeah.
Even if just leave just like a $10 bill on the counter.
So you get some drumsticks. Sarah and Jonas, what are you doing?
I was hoping for us to search together to try and find a way to maybe cursed object, or a way to handle carefully cursed objects, something like that.
So there isn't really anything on curses in the library. There is stuff on elementals and kind of, that you have your normal sets of elements, your water, fire, earth, those elementals who appear anywhere, and then you have your your higher level elementals, and many of them have been a part of the earth since Pangea broke up, and have been the spirit of whatever natural landmark that they've been tied to for thousands of years.
Is there anything specifically on elementals of the bay?
It was a mantis shrimp, right? Kind of
that coloration. I mean, so they have a lot of, there's a chapter on water elementals, but nothing that matches the picture of Bertram that you were shown, and nothing that's like the elemental of the Potomac is known for the, it's very, very general and very lore based. Like, the stories say that the elementals are very powerful ancient beings.
Okay. Anything that might help us with the upcoming fight? Knowledge, that kind of stuff?
In a book that Sarah finds, you kind of like learn a little bit about some adventurers have done underwater combat before, and it's not very easy, and so that items, so fire in large oceanic environments tends to get snuffed out. So anything fire-based will be kind of ineffective because you're dealing with so much water. Certain your crossbows will probably be a little bit ineffective, or at least less effective. And any heavy weapons are going to be kind of more difficult to wield.
Gotcha.
Do we find something about maybe a vulnerability that water could have? Something. If fire is
not really.
If fire is not good, maybe, I don't know, throwing rocks could be good.
Yeah, nothing specific in the books you're looking at.
Okay.
So after finding all of that information, Carmen and Kenny come back. Kenny with some drumsticks, and Carmen with a sick new ring. You ended up probably sleeping in since you didn't get in till late. So I'd say it's after lunch at this point.
Guys, check out my new ring. Just call me Captain Planet.
And seeing the ring, Sarah will like Oh my god! I have a coming. I asked for my rapier. I have to go get my rapier.
Okay.
Well, if we want to fight something, I mean, it could be better if my rapier is magic, and that's what I asked Seamus. So
Yeah, that makes sense. Did you guys find out anything about whatever the hell is in the ocean?
not not really into it, but in general elemental way, yes. Fire is not good with water. Just a heads up.
Damn, I was really hoping for Fire Fist. Oh, by the way, this ring does apparently awesome elemental damage.
Dude, punch me.
Oh, well, I need to... No. No. I need to attune to it, and then I guess I can tell it what elemental damage I want to do. Am I able to... When I attune it, then I'll be able to tell it what I want, Maya? Can't hear you.
Damn it. When you tune it, you'll be able to tell it, and then it'll take a short rest or a long rest to reset it to a different kind of damage.
Okay. So, yeah, I need like an hour to figure out what elemental damage I want to do. So if we knew what this thing was vulnerable to, I could do that. But you said fire wasn't good, so I guess I won't do fire. Just looking forward to fire.
I guess we could go back to Cassandra and ask her directly. I mean, we were...
Let's go yell at the Potomac River in daylight.
I mean, I kind of want to ask her if I can get in. Get in. Okay, that's not good.
You want to get in her, huh?
Well, I mean... Am I the only one that think she's like kind of... never mind.
Are you into the Potomac River, Sarah?
No, I'm not.
I mean...
I want to insight check that.
Can I try to bluff her?
Yeah, no, roll for it.
Okay.
I am switching dice because that one has not been good to me tonight. So if it's cocked, can I reroll
You can
it?
reroll.
It is very point up.
I have a 20 total.
14.
Yeah, you believe me.
All right. I'm just giving you shit.
I'm not into water, okay?
Hey, whatever. I believe you. It's okay.
So, are we gonna...
How did we get to this point in our lives, guys?
Well, first of all, I came to DC.
No. Tort question I don't need to hear. No.
Are we gonna go do this today?
Are we gonna go yell at the Potomac River in daylight and look like crazy people?
No,
Is she even going to respond to us in the middle of the day?
Well, I mean, we could wait for tonight's...
No, I mean, are we going to go to the bay today?
I understand what you mean, and here's the problem. We don't have enough information on one side, but on the flip side, we also need to not let Jonathan be tortured, because apparently that's a thing.
I say the sooner we get this done, the better.
I mean, this is a big enough deal that we might want to break out one of those items that we stole and kind of have hidden away. I do have the scroll, so that way it can't be magically detected for 8 hours.
I'm gonna be completely honest here and say I wasn't really paying attention when any of that happened, so I don't know what any of them do. But if they work for you,
She was drunk while it was being explained.
Well,
like
so
I don't pay attention.
One allows us to change the future a little bit. That's what I was thinking of taking.
Wait. Can you possibly explain that in a little more detail? Change the future?
So it allows you to kind of get a glimpse of what's going to happen. So because you have a glimpse of what's going to happen, you can potentially change that because you know more information.
Does that make you Doctor Strange? Do you see like 14,700,000 futures and you get to pick one?
No, I think you only get 2. I think you only see 2. Technically. So I was thinking that one, or there's another one that allows me to stare into someone's eyes and they're completely mesmerized by me, which I can already do, but this one would be magical.
If you ever try that on me, I'll kill you.
See, but I need the item to do it, first of all.
Don't care. Do not care if you ever try it on me again. I don't care about this truth. I'll kill you.
We've already been over this. I won't try to magically charm you. I'll just regularly charm you. It'll be fine.
Would it even work against whatever this thing is?
I don't know.
Did
we
saw something on charm effects on elementals, if it's efficient or not?
You don't know.
Well, the longer we sit around here doing nothing.
Yes,
the
but I
longer
feel
Jonathan is by himself.
like if we don't go in with more information on what the hell we're doing, it's not gonna matter how long we take because we won't be able to rescue Jonathan if we're dead.
Now, Cassandra did say that she would send us on this errand where she knew that we wouldn't die.
Okay, because I trust a river.
I don't like it as much as you don't, but this is our one lead that we have to Jonathan.
I don't trust anyone who says, I can help you save a person, but only if... I mean...
It's how the magical world works. Everything's traded in favors.
Yeah, well, magical world sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just a magical world.
Unfortunately, you're correct. And that world sucks too. I don't like it. I don't like going in not knowing. I don't like the idea of Sarah going in looking like Cassandra because that could just end up with her death. I don't like going in and, oh, by the way, we should not touch whatever is in that chest. So there's that. If it's a cursed item, getting anywhere near it could be bad enough for us. This whole thing stinks, and I don't like it.
Okay.
Well, I think sometimes in life you have to do things we don't like.
Trust me, I'm dealing with that.
Well,
all right, so
I say we go for it.
What specifically are we going for? Are we going to try and steal the item? Are we just going to go in guns blazing and kill this poor guy? I mean, if he's got a cursed item, the things that he's done aren't his fault.
I know, that's why I don't want to kill him.
I don't want to kill him either. I don't feel comfortable with the let's just go and get guns blazing situation. We need to figure out exactly what we're going to do.
I mean, there's probably a way we could take back the curse item.
We could possibly transport it in the chest it's in, but we should absolutely not touch the item. Seamus said that just being in proximity to it could be enough to corrupt us. Make us quote cranky.
A lot of it depends on what the item is as well. So the information was wishy-washy.
Right, we don't have enough information.
But, I mean, even if we go back to Cassandra, she will not have anything to say to us about the curse item because Bertram didn't let her see it. The only thing we could ask her is things about water elemental and what to do against them. But as we all seem to be stated, is that we don't want to kill him.
I think we can agree on that, yeah? Don't just outright kill him. Try to talk to him first.
Absolutely.
That's why I proposed the thing.
I don't know if disguise is going to be the way to do it.
We could try.
I mean, okay, so we press the pearl once, it takes us to his home. We press it twice, and it takes us back. Mm-hmm. So what if we give it a try? We can quickly escape. We go in as her bodyguards, saying that she wants to talk reasonably with him as two adult elementals do, and if things go south, we pearl out.
Yeah.
I mean, Jonas, if you've got a better idea.
I don't.
I don't like it at all. It very well could just end up with Sarah being killed instantly. I don't know. I don't like it, but I don't know if we have any other options.
All right, I say we go for it then.
Yeah.
Okay, so your plan is to go down there with Sarah disguised. She's going to do her best impression of the river, and you're going to try to convince him to sign the restraining order, and if he doesn't, you're going to bamf out?
Depending on the situation, yes. I mean, if he starts attacking us, I don't know if the pearl will work. We may have to fight him, but I think that's the gist of it.
Now, the issue that we're going to run into is if Cassandra was able to see through Sarah's disguise previously, this guy probably has that same type of power.
Well, there's a lot of factors that we don't know.
I mean, we also want to just get the cursed item out, because that might make it easier to deal with him. While I can be with Sarah, distracting the guy, and you two can go and try and steal the item. I mean, Jonas, you can turn both of you invisible.
That's not a terrible idea.
And I do have, my guitar does have a spell where it would make elementals difficult to harm one of us, but it only lasts for 10 minutes, and I don't know necessarily if it will continue when I leave my guitar here to go underwater, but it's worth a shot.
I would suggest putting it on Sarah. If she's going to go in looking like Cassandra, she might be target number one.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, if you turn us invisible, what breaks invisibility?
If I lose concentration.
So we could
attack.
Well, let's okay. If you turn us invisible here, we use the pearl to get to the home. We should stay invisible.
I think so.
That's how it all works in theory.
Okay.
Like most magic. A lot of it's kind of theory.
And I mean, if something goes wrong, we all blink back to here. Like anything. But something that is bothering me is that Jonas, Carmen, are you people that can sneak easily and steal things?
Pretty sneaky.
I mean, we'll be invisible.
I'm pretty sneaky without spells. Naturally, I can't pick a lock, but I figure if we're just gonna try and steal the chest, because I ain't touching what's in it. If I just take the chest and pearl out, it should be fine, right?
I guess so, but if there is obstacle like traps or locked door, will you be able to disarm them and unlock the doors?
No, probably not.
A good into the door is usually how I solve things.
Yeah, I'm alright with that, actually. Knock the door down, run for the chest, everybody leaves.
Okay, let's try that. I mean, what do we have to lose? This is a terrible idea, but what do we have to lose?
Absolutely everything.
Be positive.
I'm positive we can die and Jonathan will be tortured and...
You don't know. Maybe he'll kidnap and torture us too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure the Psycho X elemental boyfriend is going to kidnap and torture us. Let's do this, team!
But first, can we go get my rapier, please?
Absolutely.
Alright, so you get the magical rapier.
How much was it again?
I have no idea. So we'll say 1,500 because that sounds about right based on the prices of other magical items I've given out today.
Yeah. Okay. When I give the money to Seamus, I'm gonna just look at Kenny and say, "We're gonna get paid, right? For the
Yeah. You just paid $300. It normally takes like a day, maybe two, to get into my account, so I'm showing here kind of at the same time.
Okay, good.
Kenny is paying us?
When you were party guys at the concert, I convinced my manager to pay you $300 for doing that.
Yeah, we did a job and we got paid. That's how things work.
Kenny, I'm kind of shocked.
Well, I mean, I figured it was the best way to keep you from running off. I thought you knew.
Yeah, no, I had no idea. I don't. Thank you. Actually, no, you know what? I'll thank you when I've got that money. Thanks for the thought.
So the rapier is a +1, right?
I think so. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get raid! Thank you. Welcome Party RPG to the craziness.
Oh.
Yay! Ooh.
Alright. Be ready to...
Sarah, do you need extra money to pay for this?
No, I'm good, but now I don't have so much money.
Alright.
It's okay. I'll understand that feeling in a week.
So I earlier bought a couple of these, and I'm going to give one of the potion of healing to Sarah. You know, I don't know what's going to be going on down there. We are going to be pretty separated at that point, so I would feel better if you had this on you, you know, just in case. I'm not good at this.
Okay, well, thank you. What is it? It's
a potion of superior healing.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
I just
thank you.
You know, here, and I just shove it into her hands.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. Let's go, 'cause, yeah. I want to get this over with. Just, yeah. Let's do this.
All right. So I'll cast visibility on myself and Carmen then, and then we'll do it.
And I'll cast protection from evil and good on Sarah, and choose elementals as the creature type. So they have disadvantage on all attacks against her, and she cannot be charmed, possessed, or frightened by them.
That's a good spell for right now. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
I got my hour to attune to the ring, yeah?
Yes, you got your hour to attune to it. What are you attuned? What kind of?
I'm going to attune it to lightning damage, thunder damage, whatever.
Lightning damage or thunder damage?
Let's do lightning,
All
which
right.
seems like a really great idea while underwater.
Yeah. Good idea. Cool.
But Sarah said fire wouldn't work, so let's just shock everybody.
Yeah, shocking idea if I ever heard one. Okay, so 2 members are invisible. Sarah, you're casting Disguise Self.
Yeah.
And doing your best river impression.
Well, I got the actor feed, so.
Yeah. I know.
Okay.
That's a really good impression. And then you all press your pearls. You kind of like squeeze them once, and you feel yourselves being sucked in, but it takes a few seconds afterwards. So that's something to note. It takes almost 10 seconds between the time that you press and when you're sucked underwater. And you find yourself at the bottom of the bay. It's got that kind of gross and icky, slimy sand. There's a fair bit of weeds kind of swaying in the tide. You're pretty deep. You can barely see the sunlight. It's not so dark that you can't see at all, but it's still dim. A few fishes and other creatures kind of swim above head, but mostly it's pretty quiet in this area. A lot of the plants seem to have black necrotic growth on them. And ahead of you is a large black sandcastle. I mean, it looks like a sandcastle, but it's pitch black and it's huge.
Are Jonas and I still invisible?
I think so. Let me double check on D&D Beyond, which I should have been doing earlier. But I wasn't.
So you should just say yes, because that's the obvious answer. Yes, you and Jonas are still invisible. You can say it.
I want to point out before we went, Kenny changed into swimwear. He's not wearing his regular clothes.
Is this like just like what is
You
it?
are still
It's a Speedo.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Hey! At least he looks good.
Kenny is in a Speedo?
Yes.
Okay, Kenny is in a Speedo and you are all invisible and you are all wishing that Kenny was still invisible.
I mean, he looks good. Nobody can deny that.
Nope.
No one can deny that.
Deadass.
All right, so what's the plan, guys?
I'm a lot behind Kenny.
Sarah, go. Spell the last 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna try to do the Cassandra voice. Oh, Bertram, honey, my darling, please answer me.
Almost immediately, that armored rainbow creature that you saw with the Polaroid appears in the doorway and then scuttles closer to you. And Cassandra, is that you?
Oh, honey. Oh, yes, it's me. I'm so terribly sorry to get here without notifying you first.
But that's okay. I'm just happy you're here. Can you roll me a deception check?
I will do that. I'm gonna take the one that gave me 2 natural 20s. That's... oh no, I've got advantage, right? I think...
You have advantage, against being charmed?
No. With the actor spell...
With the actor, yeah.
Yeah,
feat
advantage. On deception and performance check while imitating someone else.
Roll with advantage.
Okay, so it's plus 9, it's 25. Yeah, 25.
Yeah. He goes, it's totally all right. I'm just happy you're here. Who is this? And he points to the almost naked Kenny.
He is here to make sure I'm safe because I wasn't sure how you would react to me.
You're always safe with me, darling.
Yeah, but you know, we had rough times, and I just wanted to make sure.
I want to put those behind us. I really do. I want to make sure that we're happy. I mean, this. He points to the castle. This I built for us.
I know, honey, I know. And I really want to be with you, but
it's okay. I'll forgive you for what you've done to me, and if you're willing to just take me back.
Is it okay if I come in with my bodyguard? I just want to make sure everything is all right in there.
Why do you need a bodyguard? I'm not going to hurt you. I've said I'm not going to hurt you.
I know, but I will feel...
Then you can leave your bodyguard behind. I don't know him. I don't trust him. I just want to talk to you. Just you and me. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Honey, you know what happened the last time.
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you okay?
I don't want to hurt you, and I don't want you to hurt me.
I'm not going to hurt you. Not
Okay? We had our problems, but like I said, I forgive you.
All right. So you want me to come in?
If you're willing to apologize and move past this, then I want you back more than anything.
Okay. So it's hard for me, it's hard for me. But I apologize. And I would want to come in with you. And I will, in a not in a noticeable way for him to see me, but make sure that Jonas and Carmen see me making a sign behind my back to come and follow me. And I'm gonna turn back to Kenny and say to Kenny, so I don't require your help anymore. I think all is good in here. So you can go on your way. And I'm gonna make a face to him while turning my back on Bertram.
Didn't hear you.
Oh. Okay. I'm muted.
Didn't hear Maya.
Oh, okay.
So you give Kenny a signal, and when he turned, he goes, darling, I just have one question for you. If you don't mind me asking it, before we head inside, who are the two invisible people with you? And I need Carmen and Jonas to both make strength saving throws.
It's 21 for Jonas.
Again, it was on the 20 and flipped to the 8. 11.
11 is not good enough. The 21 definitely is. So bits of seaweed shoot out from the ground and grab Carmen. They try to hold on to Jonas, but they don't get you. You kind of break free of them, and both of your invisibility fades as you become entangled, or not entangled, in the seaweed.
Oh, I knew you were too clever for it. But there were all of my bodyguards.
Right, and why did you change your face?
Change my face?
You sure as hell sound like my Cassandra, but you don't look like her, even though you're trying really damn hard. And, well, I'm not so sure about this. And he is going to try to hit you. But
okay.
You have disadvantage because of that nice spell Kenny cast. I rolled a natural 19 and a natural 20.
Ouch.
Will hit. So you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as he kind of hits you square in the chest, and then I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna take that fully.
Okay, everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
It's a nat 20 for Jonas.
Nat 20.
Kenny got a 13.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's 24. 24. Yeah.
So everyone except for Kenny takes 10 points of thunder damage as a blast wave kind of shakes out from Bertram, and Kenny takes 20 points of thunder damage
Cool.
because he failed to save.
See if I can maintain concentration on the spell, too. Nope. Total of 8.
So you no longer have protection from evil, and I feel like it's time for initiative, don't you?
Yeah.
I actually don't take any damage.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you have.
Yeah, evasion. Yeah.
Yeah, and neither does Charming.
I'm like, woo!
I'm thinking.
Because you have evasion as a monk.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I was just checking my class feature to make sure. And we roll initiative.
Yep.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
All right, anyone above a 20?
Yeah, 25.
Okay. Anyone else?
Nope.
15 to 20.
17.
10 to 15.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Buddies. All right. What do you have, Jonas?
A 1.
What do you have, Kenny?
An 8.
Oh, God.
Oh, buddies. Oh dear. All right. Well, Sarah, you're up first.
Just to continue the show, I'm gonna keep acting as Cassandra, and I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I know that's not looking like flowers and chocolate box of chocolate anymore. So I'm gonna just try to. Am I near him?
Oh yeah, you're right up on top of him.
Okay.
Yeah, he just punched you in the gut.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I'm gonna use my first attack, my rapier,
Mm-hmm.
and after attack with the crossbow. 21 to hit on the first one,
Yep, that hits.
and 21 also on the second one.
Yeah, both hit.
And I'm gonna use. Can I use my sneak attack?
Yeah, because you're a swashbuckler and he doesn't have anyone next to him.
Oh yeah, okay. So I'm gonna use my sneak attack on the second. No, on the first. No, on the second. I always do it on the second one. My cat is screaming at me. Oh, and she's here. Okay. So it's a 10 damage on the first attack with the rapier, which is now magical. And oh, that's nice. 27 on the second attack.
Okay. Yeah, that's not so great. So next is his turn again. He's gonna do 2 more hits on you. He rolled 15 and a 14 respectively, which I don't think are enough to hit you.
Nope.
No, because your AC is...
No, a 15 does hit.
Your AC is only 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have,
Better than mine.
I don't have a great AC.
And then I need everyone to make another dexterity save. So you take 16 points of damage.
I'm gonna have that
Okay.
with the uncanny dodge. So
Okay. Everyone also needs to make another dexterity saving throw for the Thunder Wave.
you said 16,
Yes, 16.
so 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
What's the DC for the save?
DC is 18.
I failed.
I failed.
I'm gonna use my DM inspiration to reroll this. I got worse. 13.
Oh, buddy. Okay. So it's 13 damage for everyone who failed the save.
I got 20. What was the DC?
18. So you succeed. So you only take
I take nothing.
no, because you already used your reaction.
No.
To have the
No,
other-
but evasion is not a reaction.
Is it?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna. Oh, sure. I'll trust you. So you take.
How much did you say we take?
13 for everyone else.
Technically, with evasion, it says when you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw, and only half damage if you fail.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
So it doesn't say it's a reaction, it just happens.
Then this fight is gonna be kind of easy for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll take that thing. Now it's Carmen's turn.
I'm going to use a key point to... How far away am I from him?
I'll say you're pretty close. I'll say you're within like 15 feet.
I will use a key point and teleport directly behind him.
Okay, that's a power move.
And then because of that ability, I get to Flurry of Blows him as well.
Okay.
Let's see here. $22 on the first hit.
That'll hit.
And 13 on the second hit.
13 does not hit.
Including, okay, so I do 12 unarmed and then 3 thunder, lightning?
Lightning. Okay, so sorry. It was 12 thunder plus 3 lightning?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
No, that's not right.
Math is hard.
I've died to math how many times now? I'm forgetting everything I need to add into this. Let me look a second.
Okay. You can relearn how to play D&D.
Yes. Because one of the abilities adds in extra, and I don't even know anymore. Whereas damage equal to half of my monk level. So yeah, 12 and then 3 lightning.
Okay. You can add the lightning
And
damage
then-
to both hits. You just can't.
No, you said to just the one with the ring, right?
So when you're punching someone, I would assume you do 2 with the right, and then when you're doing that offhand attack, you go in with the bonus action attack. You're going in with the left. So you can add it to your action attacks, but you can't add it to your bonus action attacks.
Okay, but I missed the 1, right? So I only get to add.
You only got 1. That's right.
Okay, so then I'm gonna do 2 more attacks. Second one definitely misses. $22 to hit.
That hits.
That's a total of 15.
Okay.
And I think that's everything I can do.
I believe so as well. Kenny, you're up.
Okay. Kenny is going to, he's going to take his drumsticks, and he's just going to start to spin them. And while he's spinning them, he's going to cast Hypnotic Pattern on the shrimp, on Bertram. So I need a Wisdom saving throw, please.
He was a natural 3, so I'm going to say that's a failure.
Yep. So he is currently incapacitated until he takes damage or 1 minute passes, whatever happens first. And I'm gonna kind of yell, I have him under my control. Don't hit him, otherwise my control is broken. And then for his bonus action, he is going to use. He's going to spend a Bardic Inspiration to use Mantle of Majesty, and he's gonna sing my Tusker Sexy again, just because I like that song.
It is a good song.
And everyone is gonna gain 8 temporary hit points from my song.
All right, everyone. So you heal 8 points, or if you haven't taken any damage. Well, actually, no, everyone's taken more than 8 points of damage.
You don't heal; it's 8 temporary hit points.
Okay. Jonas.
All right, so we can't hurt him. Okay, so I'm gonna. Is he holding a? Well, yeah. Is he holding a weapon of any kind?
No, he's got, like, because we're making a lot of Infinity War references tonight. He's got those sheets on his arms that Captain America has in Infinity War, if you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of using as, blunt force. Because I think it would.
Right. So then I'm going to throw some manacles on him. Because I have them in my inventory.
Yeah, you do. Man, we are going all over the Marvel Universe today. Are they normal manacles, or are they like the types that I'm thinking of, like from Doctor Strange?
They're the type that you're thinking of.
That's awesome. All right, I think it's got like the Iron Bands of Galaro.
Something like that.
All right, so you toss them, and I'm pretty sure you like automatically fail his save because he's incapacitated. So he goes, and he's stuck. You got him.
All right. So, do we try and find this cursed object before he's back in the land of the living?
How long does this last? All of this?
He's only gonna be like this for a minute.
We definitely do have time.
It is powerful but quick. I can also force him to sign the contract if we need to. I need to know now.
Really?
Yeah,
Good.
that's
do it.
Do it.
Absolutely.
Okay. So when it gets back to my turn, I'm going to use my Mantle of Majesty which I do once per long rest. I can, as a bonus action, cast a command spell, and if a creature is charmed by me, they automatically fail a saving throw against it. And I want to command him to sign his name on the dotted line.
Okay. So to do that, you have to take the iron bands off. Do you do so?
Yes.
All right. So he takes the iron bands off, and then he signs his name.
Do we have enough time to ask him a question?
He can't respond.
Damn.
The command will only be like physical things. Like I can command him to jump, or I can command him to swim.
He's
No! No, I want to know what the stupid item is that is doing.
We don't have enough time to get the item.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
He is wrecking our shit.
Yeah, I think we've got the signed contract. We should pearl out.
Yeah.
So beyond the armor, does he have any other equipment or anything on him?
No, and the armor is kind of a part of him. You don't think you could peel them off of him. Yeah.
Well, there's that whole corruption that's been going on around here. We need to kind of figure out what's going on.
Maybe we come back when we can actually. Maybe we come back with Jonathan, the druid.
I mean, we can just manacle him up again.
Okay.
I mean, if you're quick, Sarah could probably get a really good hit in.
Manacle him.
Kill him.
Put
manacle
hands on him.
Yeah, we'll re-tether him up.
Okay, so you re-manacle him, and the manacles will last. Will last for at least 24 hours. So he's stuck for a while.
Okay, well, let's go ransack his castle.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Let's storm the castle, guys.
I mean, can
All right,
we?
have fun storming the castle. So you go inside the castle. Everyone roll me an investigation.
I assume beyond a minute has passed, and he knows what I did.
But he's restrained and stuck.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can hear him cursing at us.
There's a little mouthpiece, so you can't. It's all muffled.
Awesome. And we're doing investigation?
Yes, ma'am.
I actually rolled good. Well.
Well.
All right. What did y'all roll?
20.
Okay.
23 for Jonas.
17.
I rolled a 1 with a -1 modifier.
All right. So that's a zero. So Carmen
I'm sorry. I'm still staring at
is
Kenny's ass.
distracted. Yeah, you're staring at Kenny's ass. It's not something you pride yourself on, but he is wearing a Speedo, and he isn't unattractive.
I'm not perceptive enough to know this.
Now, the rest of you quickly find the chest that you're relatively certain Cassandra was referring to, and it's black and very ornate, and there's a big padlock on holding it closed.
How I obviously don't see it. How big is the chest exactly?
It's about a foot. We'll say it would fit in a foot-long cube.
Do we need to? Is it easily pickable?
Are you going to try?
We should not open it and see what's inside
No.
of it.
No, I don't want to open it. I mean, I don't think I used the right word, but to
pick it up?
Yeah, pick it up. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant pick as in.
Yeah, no.
No. Pick as a, or is it like lock in place?
No, it looks like it's movable. It looks like you can grab it.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to take the chest. If anyone see me do something weird,
I'll trap you. I'll be fine.
yeah, okay, okay, I'm good with that.
This plan cannot go wrong. You pick up the chest, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's all right. Wisdom. It's a natural 20.
All right. Well, that was a worthless roll. Nothing happens as you pick it up. It's not even that heavy to you. Like, it has some weight to it, but it's not bad.
Okay,
So you pick it up.
I'm gonna, just to make a joke, I'm gonna start and freak out and shake and like crumbles to the ground with the chest.
Guys!
And start laughing.
No, this is bad.
And I'm gonna start laughing. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. It was too easy.
Do I need to punch her? Should I punch her?
No. I think she's joking.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Sarah, fuck you. That was good.
Yeah, indeed, fuck me. No, never mind.
Jeez, first you're into the river and now me. Wow. I mean...
So, do we bling back now?
Yeah, so you
Yes.
take the pearls. Wait, so here's my question for you. Are you going to try to go back and retrieve your iron bands? Or are you going to leave them on the floor?
Lost cause!
I do want them. They're very nice.
You're getting paid $300. Maybe we can get you a new pair.
Jonas.
Hold up. So the guy's still locked up in them, right?
Yeah, he's still locked up in them, but now he's more than a minute has passed. So now he's there's muffled what you assume is cursing.
He's pissed at us. He's been kicking our butt.
Well,
I
mean, we can just hit him until he passes out. And then take the manticle and just blink really quickly.
I mean...
I thought we weren't gonna...
No, we're not gonna kill him.
Not
We're just
kill
gonna
him.
knock him out.
You know...
Okay.
Punch him. Can I punch him until he is unconscious but not dead, please? I've been around Kenny for the past 24 hours. I need to punch something. Although, I mean, dead ass. Anyway, I want to punch something.
You know, I'll allow Carmen's anger management therapy session. So Carmen punches the Bertram the Elemental until he's unconscious, and then you take back your magic item that is very nice.
You're welcome.
You bamf up to the surface at the same place on the Potomac that you were at before. And I think that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you, everyone.
No!
I know.
Oh!
Don't do this to us.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I am so excited to be back. Our next episode of Bubble Flies will be in 2 weeks.
Can't hear you.
Oh,
You went quiet again.
push to top.
My finger slipped. Thank you so much again for joining us. You can come into our Discord. I'll be in voice chat for at least a little bit afterwards to hang out. And yeah, I think we should watch that video one more time before we leave. Don't you?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave.
When we first practiced to deceive.
A word and glance up towards the skies.
They're caught. They're trapped.
A web of lies.
All right, thanks again for tuning in, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow for Drunken Dread, during any of our other shows, or in 2 weeks for Web of Lies. Keep gaming on, and may all your rolls be 20s.